Wow, it's been like a couple weeks since I turned on the camera, but just got out of a meeting. A lot of work updates I want to update you on in terms of my content creating. But before we get to that, I just want to kind of talk to you about my YouTube journey because I pretty much almost quit YouTube a couple weeks ago. I know that sounds a little bit dramatic. Maybe it's not. I was going to quit YouTube, but I really just like stopped caring and stopped picking up the camera. And I was like, me and YouTube had a little fight. Like we were about to break up and I was like, I don't need you, which is crazy to say. But then something happened. I met a couple subscribers and it's just weird how the world works. Hi everyone, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another vlog. If you guys are new here, my name is Mikey. Hi, hello, welcome. We're starting a vlog because we're about to head out to brunch with friends to celebrate Ray's birthday. Wanted to just do a quick intro so I could take you guys because we're going to a new restaurant called Communion, and it's over in the Mission Hills area where me and Donnie actually used to live. It's definitely one of our favorite actually, it's our favorite neighborhood in San Diego. It's just really expensive there. The houses are like 3 million plus. And that's why we couldn't buy there. We had a condo there. But it is our favorite neighborhood. It's just so cool. It's so chill. It's central. It's close to the neighborhood, close to downtown, basically close to pretty much everywhere in San Diego. So we're going to head there now. Let me show you an outfit check. I'm taking the Coach Kiss Lock bag with me. Actually, let me show you guys what I have in here because I know a lot of you were curious about what I take in it. Let me put you guys on a tripod so I can show you. I have been living in these cargos for the last, I want to say 2 weeks. So if you've been watching the vlogs and you've seen me in these, that's the reason. I don't know. When I wear a pair of bottoms that I just really love, I just keep wearing them over and over and over until I get sick of them. But here's the outfit. I got the Kiss Lock again right here. And when I first got this, I was like, I don't think I'm ever going to use this, but I actually really like it. And it's actually really comfortable. But visually, I feel like this is the coolest, obviously. But let me show you guys what's in here. So first thing is the most important. I have this pouch for camera gear. It's from PGY Tech. It's lined, but it's not really structured, but that's okay because if I just throw my camera in here, I think it's going to be enough protection because I'm not like traveling or anything like that. So yeah, I'll link this down below in case you guys are looking for a small pouch that's not like a camera cube. I also have a Fendi pouch that my friend Ashley gave me. In here, I just have all my essentials. So basically my car keys, my wallet, my lip balm, some eyeglass wipes. I'm actually going to throw in a little mini cologne in here. And this zipper pocket here, I just have my sunglasses in a soft pouch. And then finally, I have this fan because it's going to be so hot, guys. This is from Jitsu Life. I think it's how it's pronounced. They're known for like their little mini fans. Jitsu Life, I actually bought one of these smaller ones for Japan, but it wasn't strong enough. But this one, it's game changing. So this is at 1 right now. And I like it because like at 1%, it goes from 1 to 99%. I mean, it's still pretty strong, you know, just a quick little touch up. But let's go to 50. Starting to sound like a Dyson, but look how strong it is. And it feels so good when you do this. Okay, now we're gonna go to 100 or 99. Oh, no, up to 100. Hey, look. It is like a little mini leaf blower, if you can even hear me. It feels so good. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna leave it at 15 so I'm not crazy, or even just 10. But the cool thing is it does also have a light in the back. So it has 3 levels and then a little emergency thing. So yeah, I'll link this down below in case you're interested. I think we bought it on sale. I think it was $60. I think it's regularly like $99, but it was $60 when we got it. You can also put a lanyard here, but this is going to be clutch for today. So Donnie's not coming with us again. Don't worry. My friends are giving him shit too. If you guys have been watching the vlogs too, he's been MIA in terms of like our friend outings for really good reasons because just things have been popping up. His dad's birthday party, work, couldn't get time off. Today he was supposed to come, but Blue had just gotten spayed 3 days ago. If you guys watched the last video, I talked about it a little there. But she's on day 3 and she's doing really well. Like day 2, she's acting like nothing happened. But when he was showering, getting ready to go, we put her, I was running on the treadmill, so we put her in the crate with her cone, and he just heard her like rustling in there and like whimpering, and so he rushed out of the shower. Sure enough, she got her mouth caught on the edge of the cone somehow, the inside of the cone, like the neck part, so it was like this, and so, you know, her jaw was stuck on the cone, and I was like, are you freaking serious? This girl is crazy. So we do not want to leave her alone, unfortunately. So he's like, you know what, just go, you enjoy. I did buy this like surgical donut pillow that you can inflate to put around your neck so that dogs can't get at like surgical sites or wounds or rashes or stuff like that. And it works pretty good, except Blue is a little Houdini, so she can wiggle her way out of that thing. And also we noticed that it was like, she kept kind of like coughing and like on it, so I feel like it might have been just messing with her throat, so we stopped using that. That's why we went back to the plastic cone. I'm actually going to meet up Gyps early because he drove down. He thought there would be traffic, but there was none, so he is here, so I'm going to meet up with him. And he brought his fucking kiss lock though. I'm like, bro, we're gonna look so stupid with 2 kiss locks. But his is brown. But I'm just like, still, you can't walk next to me. Guys, this is crazy. This was me and Donnie's old building over in Mission Hills. Our entrance was right there. We were on the other side. Ugh, so sad, I miss it. That was a coffee shop I would go every day with Hero and Monster, our Boston Terrier that passed away. Good coffee there, little shack. So that building, pink building right there is new, and on top of there is the restaurant we're going for brunch. Communion up there on the corner right there. Here's the brownstone building where me and Donnie lived again. They have a really good restaurant here called Cardellino. It's an Italian restaurant, really good. Oh, the Huddle restaurant. This is like a little mom and pop breakfast joint. It's so good. It's like just old school diner food. Can't go wrong there. Wow, sorry, I'm like, so many memories. Okay, this is take you guys to our old building. I liked it because it's a mixed-use building. So the restaurant was on the ground floor here. Aww. There's a little back patio over here where you can grill. So cool. Totally geeking out. I miss the city life, guys. I miss walking. I am so dead with his freaking kiss lock. Hey, kiss lock twin. Oh, it's cute with the color scheme though.
Thank you.
That's cute. That's cute. Cool, cool, cool.
This is if I needed to do.
What you got in there?
If I needed to wear a collared shirt.
Okay.
In case, but I'm gonna change into my gentle monsters.
Oh, show your Pandora.
Just learned about it from my sisters.
Nice.
And so we all got this. I chose this, and then we chose different bracelets, and then you can choose like a stopper.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Dorado, Desert Dawn.
Cheers! Happy birthday, Ray! Everybody, it's been about 2 days now since we last saw each other over at Communion, and then we went to a couple bars afterwards. But I am doing some cooking content today. I'm actually making a rice cake dish. We're doing like a rice cake challenge with the Binman Project. This is what I have right here. It's a rice cake with, it's supposed to be allergy free. So it's a rice cake with vegan mayo, some salami, tomatoes, a little bit of basil, and then I'm gonna just top it off with some drizzling olive oil. So I'm doing it 2 ways. So I'm going to do this one in the exact same way, but then I'm actually going to broil it or air fry it to see if I can make it look different. I don't know. I just had a thought that the meat with the tomatoes and a little bit of olive oil might air fry nicely. So we're going to try that with this guy right here. Brunch was good. Well, technically my torta talong, which is a Filipino eggplant dish, was terrible. But the waiter did warn me about it. He's like, it's not a torta talong, but I was like, it's fine. I'm doing this like Filipino challenge anyways, where I eat Filipino food for a week, which if you guys haven't seen that, I'll link it down below. I was like, if it's just like a really good eggplant dish, I can enjoy that anyways, but it was neither. It was terrible. But the views up there and the drinks, 10 out of 10. I got it was like a buko pandan cocktail. And so basically it was gin, coconut water, and buko pandan. It was delicious. It was really good. I never thought about making a cocktail with coconut water. I'm like, that's actually genius because you're also hydrating. I am also waiting for a message from someone because I am selling an action camera because I obviously don't need 3. I already sold 1, so I'm selling... I had 4 at one point. I didn't sell 1, I traded 1 with Rafi for a bag, and then I'm selling 1 today, so I'll be left with 2 action cameras and my X5 360 cameras. Yeah, I don't need all those action cameras, you know? Like, I wanted to keep it, but I'm like, why? It's just sitting on my shelf. So, he's currently at Target buying a micro SD card for it. Low-key, I did not want to buy vegan mayo, so I just used Kewpie mayo. They won't know. Let's try this out. Actually looks pretty good. So it's basically mayo, salami, tomatoes, basil, and some olive oil, and I air fried it. This is the fresh version. I'll do a little taste test of both. Let's see. That's good. Wow. Let's try the fresh version. That's good too. Honestly, not bad. I do prefer the air fried one, but honestly, they're both pretty good. Not mad about that. If you've never tried air fried salami, try it. Drizzle a little olive oil on there. Gets a little crispy. Fantastic. I just got a package in the mail I wanted to unbox with you. I don't know if I've shared this on the vlog before. I honestly can't remember, but I have been on the hunt for a harness and leash set for the girls for the longest time because we just have all these different ones and I wanted like all of them to match, but I also wanted to find really quality leather ones and then ones that weren't so over cumbersome. So the ones Hero and Aiko have is this harness here from Wild One, and while it's like nice, it's just like, I don't know, I feel like it's too cumbersome, especially for Hero. Aiko's okay, she'll wear anything, but like Hero and Blue, when it's like bigger, they're just kind of like, they don't know how to move well. And so I actually picked one up for Blue, and it's this little one right here. And look how minimal it is, but it's still so high quality. And it's from this company, but I ended up buying one first because it is quite expensive. I want to say with the leash set was $160, and it's coming from Ukraine, so it takes a long time to get here, but the craftsmanship and everything is really, really nice. So I got Blue for Blue. So that's how it looks for her. So I like how it's just really simple and plain and it's not going to weigh them down. And then we just have a nice leash like this. So I ended up picking up a couple more for Hero and Aiko. I honestly forget what color I chose for them. And that's the thing too, trying to find an XX small for Blue, your options are very limited. But the company is called the Lily Bjorn. There's their logo right there. And like I said, they are based in Ukraine, but let's see what color I got them. With love to your pet. I'm gonna reach out to them, see if they can give me like a 10% off or 15% off promo code. Because me and Donnie really, really like these. Super cute packaging. Ooh, this color is so nice. Who did I get green for? I think it might be Aiko actually. Let's see what size this is. Okay, I got Aiko the brown because she does have some brown in her, and then Hero the green, but look how pretty these are. Loving that brass detail, and the craftsmanship is really, really nice. Oh, and I also got a free name tag, personalized name tag, because I spent over a certain amount. But again, I have been on the hunt for really high quality harnesses and leashes and just have never found it throughout all these years, and so I'm glad I stumbled upon them. I believe I got this for Aiko because she doesn't mind things dangling from her. Has my phone number on there. Oh my god, it's so cute. Look at that. And then here are the leashes. Yeah, these are just super duper nice, guys. Here's how that looks. Then here's the handles. Whoa, I love these colors. So nice. Alright, here's how all 3 colors look. So we got blue, brown, and green. Wow, look at that. Hero's a little petrified right now. She's like, what is this? It is a little bit tough, but Blue's has already sort of started to soften up, so I think it'll look nice. Like, look at Aiko. She's a star. So you just attach the leash right here. Hero, it's so cute. The green looks perfect on you. Once the leather loosens up, I think it'll look really, really nice. Alright guys, here's the OOTD or OOTN outfit of the night. This is what we're wearing, but I am breaking out my Coach Soho sneakers. I don't wear white sneakers often unless they're like running shoes, so I'm trying to like break them out more. But anyways, here's the look, and I'm not sure what bag I want to bring. I have 3 choices over there. I'm trying not to bring the Coach Kiss Lock, but I get into these things when I get a bag. I want to keep using it. Alright, so this is option number 1, which I'm leaning towards just because I feel like it's versatile. I love this bag, guys. I'm obsessed. I've told you so many times. My Remova right here. I do like this bag too. Kind of goes with the theme here. I do love this bag, but it's like not the most comfortable bag because it's literally a hard case. Okay, one last option. This is the Rothy bag that I got. I traded for the Inset 360 Go 3S. Haven't used this yet, but this could be an option. Little cute little handbag, but I don't know. It's so cute, but you know I'm gonna go for the Coach, right? Yeah, I'm going for the Coach. Coach, I can't quit you. And don't look at my wish list, cause it's crazy.
Run it up. She liked me better when I was coming up. Nowadays we don't do a lot, but I done enough. Button down this button up. Long days of a hustler. So baby, when you come see me, don't fuck it up. Shots flowing, I'm a son of a gun. Still going at a hell of a run. Not finishing the plot thickens, so the story goes. I've been one of them ones. Still don't know if she in love with the kid or the man behind what comes with a buzz. All good, cause it's what comes with this life shit when you lunging above. All the limits they placed on Lil Nicky when he was young on the cusp. You was there too, hugging the cut, but both of us had stuff to adjust. Growing pains, I was making waves in the studio, not drunk in the club. Overseas tours, budgeting funds, not getting paid much. Fuck it, I was opening up. Times changed, now you opening up for me. I'm someone you know you could trust. The nights we grow and discuss about how we swaying away from the car. When you want me, girl, make up your mind. I'm not gonna be here for long. I'm not gonna be here for long. When you say you want me, girl, make up your mind.
Wow, it's been like a couple weeks since I turned on the camera, but just got out of a meeting. A lot of work updates I want to update you on in terms of my content creating. But before we get to that, I just want to kind of talk to you about my YouTube journey because I pretty much almost quit YouTube a couple weeks ago, which is crazy to say. But then something happened. I met a couple subscribers and it's just weird how the world works because I was going through something with YouTube, met a couple of you guys, and one in particular because we had the time to chat, really just like took me out of that YouTube funk. And we'll get into those conversations and who I met. But before we get into that, I just want to kind of backtrack into why I literally almost quit YouTube. I know that sounds a little bit dramatic. Maybe it's not. I was going to quit YouTube, but I really just like stopped caring and stopped picking up the camera. And I was like, me and YouTube had a little fight. Like we were about to break up. And I was like, I don't need you. That's literally how I was feeling. I was just like, you know, F you, bro. Like, I got a lot of stuff going on in my life right now with work, and I'm putting all this effort in my YouTube channel and prioritizing you when you're not even making me money. Like any relationship, it's always a two-way street, and I just wasn't getting it from YouTube. Like, I know it just sounds so crazy that I'm talking about YouTube as a relationship, but we really are in a relationship because I spend hours and hours and hours a week filming and editing, so it is a huge part of my life, right? So anyways, let's backtrack and why I was like, we're breaking up. So before I posted that, my last video, which was eating only Filipino foods for a week, I was teetering on 20,000 subscribers. Like I was right there. I was like, I think it was like 19,990 subs. I was like, just 10 more, like, come on. And why that's so important is because for me, my YouTube journey was always about, one, a creative outlet because I was burnt out as a photographer. I've talked about this before, but just to give you a really quick rundown of that is, I used to be a photographer on the side, a freelancer doing weddings on top of my job as a creative director. And then I just became like the photographer for my friends, my family, every event. I was taking pictures and it just became like a second job. I hated it. I started to resent it and I had hundreds of thousands of photos sitting in my hard drive drives, it just became too much. And so I needed to find another creative outlet where I could still create memories, but then also have a place to document it. And so YouTube was like the natural progression for me. And so that's why I started the channel. And then the second part of it was like coming up and creeping up when you start hitting these milestones of like, oh, okay, YouTube could be a thing, you know? So like I hit 1,000 subscribers, I hit my watch hours, I got monetized, you hit 5K, 10K, I got my first brand deal. These little milestones of YouTube help you keep pushing, you know? Even though my number one priority for this channel and for my YouTube is to create memories, but also I forgot to mention, also the connections I've made through my community is also up there. That's actually number two, sorry. Number one is memories. For myself, creative outlet. Number two is a community I've built here because I genuinely really love hearing from you guys. I care about you guys, and like I feel like we've built a small little family here. And then number three is YouTube could possibly be something in the future. And you know, that's always on the back of my mind of YouTube growth is YouTube could be something, right? So anyways, so 3 reasons. Again, though, I have to reiterate that if it wasn't for reason number one, I would not be doing this because I don't make enough money on YouTube. And it really is a passion and a hobby of mine, and I enjoy it. If that wasn't there, I would not be continuing YouTube because it is not worth it. So I have to love it to continue to do it. And so anyways, that's like the TLDR version of why I started YouTube. So backtrack again to at 19,990 subscribers. I did this video of eating only Filipino foods for a week, and I thought, you know what, like, this isn't really my brand or my niche, but like I wanted to do it because I've seen other creators do it. And you know me, I love food, and I also love my Filipino roots and my culture. And so I wanted to share a little bit of that with you guys. And I didn't think the video would do well because again, it's not something I typically do on my channel, but I also didn't think it would lose me so many subscribers. I think I lost like almost 20 subscribers from this video. So to think that like I was at 19,990, 10 away from 20K, brought me down to like 19,970, I think, is where I stood after like a couple of days of posting that video. And honestly, like, I know it's gonna sound so ridiculous, but like I went through a little mini YouTube meltdown. I was like, fuck you, YouTube. I hate you. I don't know. It was the first time it really messed with my head because it was so close to this big milestone. Because again, I have to say, these milestones help push you to keep continuing, you know? So anyways, yeah, I went to a little downward spiral, a little mini meltdown, and I just kind of gave up. And in that process of giving up, like after week one of not picking up the camera, I was just like, I don't really mind this, you know? It's like I have more time to dedicate to my work and then to my other hobbies, and I didn't really miss YouTube, right? Week 2 of not vlogging came along, and I did decide to pick up the camera, and I only picked it up because we were going to this really cool restaurant called Starlight, and that's where I met one of the subscribers I was talking about early in the video. It's been 2 weeks. I think you said your name was Charlotte, but I remember she was dressed really cute. She had this really cute white top, and I think she had all these cute accessories and jewelry, and then her man was also with her, and he was dressed really cute, and I just remember them being really stylish, and our hostess was walking us to our table, so I didn't really have a lot of time to chat with her. It was just like I was walking and I heard her go. You probably saw in the clips because I was recording because it was like really cool in there. And all I just heard was like, Mikey Rogers? And I think I might have said, do I know you? And she was like, I'm a subscriber, blah, blah, blah. So it was like really cute. And I wish I got to talk to you more. But again, it was just like a quick passerby sort of moment. But it was cool. I was like, oh, that was really cool. So that gave me a little bump in like, oh, this is kind of why I vlog too, right? Like the connections and people actually watch my shit. I'm like, okay. And then one weekend, me and Donnie went shopping. We wanted to take the girls out because Blue had finally recovered from her surgery. Her incision was good. So wanted to take her out because I'd been cooped up in the house. And I don't remember if she tapped me in my back or just said something, but I turned around and she goes, I'm a viewer. And I was like, what? And it's just like, I love meeting you guys out in the open because like I don't have a lot of subscribers. Like it's so crazy that I run into you guys. Like I would understand if I had a lot of subscribers, the chance of running into someone who watches my videos would be higher. But like, yeah, it's just such a wild concept to me that like I see you guys out in the wild, which is amazing. Anyways, I think she tapped me on the shoulder. She said, I'm a viewer. And I'm like, no way. And then so we started chatting a little bit. Her name is Keandra, I believe. If you guys are watching, please comment down below. But like, this is the conversation that really just turned it around for me because, you know, we had a little bit of time to chat. Also, I just want to say too, like, I'm a hugger, but I'm not going to assume that if I meet you, you're a hugger. So I'm not going to initiate that. But anyway, she said hi. She was a viewer. She was there with her husband, and it was actually their anniversary. and they were just spending the day together, and she just was mentioning that like she was scared to come up to me, and you know, her husband was like, well, maybe you shouldn't bother him and just maybe email him and say you saw him. But I'm so glad you came up to me because you're definitely not bothering me. But it was, her words were so freaking kind and sweet, and this is why it turned it around for me and kind of like got me out of my YouTube slump. I mean, I'm still there a little, but I'm feeling better about it. But she was just saying like how I'm one of her like comfort creators, right? Like she comes home from a hard day, she puts me on and kind of puts her back at ease, whether it's just like hearing my voice. Just wanted to let you know, thank you for coming up and saying that. And also guys, I was gonna say her style. I'm just gonna talk to you. Your style was on point. Like she was like, your style is so good. But in my head, I'm like, girl, your style is good. She was dressed immaculate. Like she was so cute and cool. And she's one of those people who can pull off when they pair a lot of patterns and colors, because she had this really, I mean, okay, again, it's been a while, but what I remember is you had this really cool sweater that you had these like light wash black denim, like speckled white and black, but it was like on the lighter side. I believe you had flats on, you had like a cool Gucci crossbody. It was like green. So it's like a lot going on, like colors and patterns, but like it all worked. And I was just like, I love seeing people with style like that because I can't pull any of that off. Like for me, my style, I think, is I know my silhouettes and my body and how clothes fit on me, but I don't know how to like pair colors and patterns well. That's why I kind of stick to like neutrals and solids and basics. But for me, sorry, I'm like going on a full-on tangent, but your style was so good. For me, with people who have that sort of style that you have, or you can pair colors and patterns and make it work, for me, I feel like, and I'm sorry if I'm like reading you wrong, but I feel like that's like someone who's very confident with themselves and they know who they are as a person. You know what I mean? Not to say like you're confident and outgoing, because I don't know, you might be shy, but like you're confident within yourself and knowing who you are. Anyways, that was like a long-winded story about meeting you, but you kind of helped get me out of my slump of quitting YouTube, honestly. And it's just so crazy how the world works and like how timing works and how the universe sprinkles these people or things in your life that give you a little bit more clarity, or maybe even just help you get out of a funk. And that was 2 moments, you know? The first one was like a quick passerby, but it still was like, oh yeah, you know, that's cool, right? And then the second interaction was just like what's the word, like solidifying, you know, that yeah, I still do love this. All that to say, I am a little bit out of my funk for breaking up with YouTube. Not completely, to be honest with you, but it's better. And I know it might sound silly to you guys that I went into a spiral of reaching 20K, because at the end of the day, kind of like, who cares, right? But it's just like, again, those milestones that push us creators to keep going, because otherwise, why? Other than we like it or it's our hobby, like, you know what I mean? I don't know, it's hard to say. It's hard to put into words what it is to be sort of like a part-time YouTuber, or like an aspiring YouTuber who sees the potential, but it's not really there, but you're still spending so much time on this project and you're not necessarily reaping the benefits you think you should be getting back from the work you're putting in, if that makes sense. Wow, I've been talking for quite a while because I actually have to head out because it's iPhone launch day. We're picking up the new iPhone and my appointment's at 11:45 and it's already 11:07. But we're gonna go pick that out. But before we head out to get it, I just want to do one last update, and that's with my work and being a creator. And definitely want to update because I don't feel like I've updated in a while now about what's going on. Because since I lost my job, I went on full-on creator, and now I'm in a space where I'm like, wow, all of my hard work freaking paid off, guys. Just to be completely transparent with you, year 1 of being a full-time creator, I made about $50,000, which is not bad. 50K as a creator is great. But with our lifestyle, with our mortgage, with our bills, with coming from a salary as a creative director, 50K was just not cutting it. But I told myself to give myself at least that year to try it, right? And so year 2 comes along, and thankfully I picked up a part-time job, which helped bring that salary up, you know, from being just a creator. So then I was more like, okay, I can give myself another year for this, right? Just another year, see where this goes, because at least I know I'm making more than 50 now. So yeah, I gave myself another year, and you know, thankfully now, like I said, got out of this meeting, I picked up another gig, and I can finally say that which is going to be wild, is I'm making almost as much as I was as a creative director, as a creator. I just am so thankful and grateful that my hard work paid off, because again, it was sort of like that YouTube thing, right? I'm putting so much work and like long hours and editing and just putting myself out there, but I wasn't sort of receiving that back. But I just had to trust in myself, keep pushing, and it's something I haven't done in a while, to keep pushing, because again, I was in that cushy job, right? Creative director and making a lot of money, and was there for 18 years, so I was chilling. I forgot that drive. I forgot that push of working hard for something even though you weren't getting the fruits of your labor. Like, so I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and now I'm starting to get the fruits of that labor. Granted, it is still touch and go, because as a contractor, as an independent contractor, as a business, as a creator, things do tend to come and go. So I can't like think, oh, okay, well, I'm making what I was making now. Cool, right? No, not quite. It's still like any of these branches of income can go at any minute. So I'm trying to still think I'm in that mindset of like, I'm not there, right? Like, keep pushing, keep trying to find new work, new avenues, new streams of income, because it's tough out there. And I'm not telling you guys this to brag by any means. I just like the transparency, because I know a lot of you have been with me since the beginning, and then a lot of you came from that losing my job video. And so I owe it to you guys to update you on where I'm at with my career, because that was a really scary time for me. Like, losing that job, I felt so lost. And as a lot of you know, I've been in this like imposter syndrome season for so long, probably like a whole year of just like feeling like a freaking imposter. And so now I'm like actually confident in what I do. And like when brands reach out, or when agencies or other companies reach out, I know my worth now, and I'm like not settling, which is great. And so that's how I was able to increase my income. So now I don't have to just take anything thrown at me. Now I could say no, like I know my worth, this is my rate, and if you don't want to work with that, that's cool. I'll find it somewhere else. And so that's sort of where I'm at with work and my career as a creator, which is kind of crazy to say, career as a creator. So where do we go from here as a creator? Like, are we continuing? Yes, for sure. But I'm also like not closing the door of finding a 9-to-5 career if it makes sense. I'm not actively looking, but if an opportunity presents itself, I could go that route. So yeah, that was a crazy update. And I know it was a crazy update because my mouth is so dry right now from talking so much. Anyways, just want to lastly close out this little chat segment by saying thank you to all of you for sticking around and watching my videos and my content and being here and being supportive and commenting. Like, it means the freaking world to me. And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be uploading as much. I might not be on YouTube anymore. Like, it just, you guys are the push that I need to keep going too, because the community here is so important, you know? YouTube is nothing without our community, and meeting two of you just really solidified that. I am beat with talking, so we're gonna head out and pick up our new iPhone. Alright guys, we're back home. We picked up something from Lululemon, and then also we got our iPhone and our case in here. So the reason I did go to Lululemon is because I have $75 credit there, because Amex just refreshed their platinum card, and of course they increased the annual fee. And you know what? Here's the thing I'm gonna say about, like, they're called lifestyle cards now. They used to be travel cards because you got a lot of perks from traveling, and that's why there was a high annual fee. But now they're like going into the lifestyle sort of segment market. And I know when you guys hear $895 annual fee, you think, what the F? That is so crazy. That's absurd. And it does sound crazy, but for me, I get all that back and then some. And that's how it's been. I've been a Amex Platinum member for 15 years now. I first originally got it because we were traveling a lot. But honestly, you get it all back. I actually have a Chase Sapphire that I pay $99 annual fee, and the only perk I get for that card is no foreign transaction fees. And the reason I hang on to that one is because a lot of times when you're traveling, places don't take Amex, and also sometimes in the States, there's some places that don't take Amex, so that's why I have the Visa. And that Visa is actually more expensive for me because there's no perks to cover that $99. So watch, hold on, let me just break it down for you guys. So I was looking it up because I knew I wanted to talk about this. So it is $8.95 a year. The main things I use, $300 digital entertainment credit, meaning every month they credit your account $25. So the one I do is YouTube Premium. I'm already getting $300 back from just that alone. And then the Uber Cash is $200 a year. So they credit your account $15 every month. And I think you get like a $20 bonus in December. Then they added Resi credit for $400. So every quarter you get $100 back if you go to a Resi partnered affiliated restaurant. So, you know, me and Donnie love to go out and eat. So this will be used up. So now we're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 20. So now we're at 1,020 already. So we've already paid off the card. That's not even including the Lululemon $300 we get. And that doesn't even include any travel benefits if you do travel. Like you get 200 airline credit at the airline of your choice. You get 600 credit for hotels. So there's a lot of perks to that. And I'm not saying like, I'm not trying to promote Amex or anything, because Donnie at first too was like, you pay that much for a credit card? I'm like, hold on, let me show you how it works. And he's like, okay, that makes sense. So anyways, and then also like the lounges, you get access to all these lounges when you travel. And granted, a lot of them can be sometimes really busy and full. I'd rather be in a busy lounge than a busy waiting area where you have free food, free drinks, Wi-Fi, outlets, all that stuff. So anyways, I'm chatty today. It's because I missed you guys. I ended up picking up this shirt and I really like the fabric. It's quick dry, and yeah, I like that it's kind of structured too. So this is the Daydrift oversized zip neck polo. But the star of today is our iPhone. Whoa, she's so orange. Honestly, I was looking at the white, silver one and the dark navy blue one. I actually preferred those two over this if you're gonna rock it without a case. The white one is stunning. It's beautiful. It's just immaculate. But the only thing is, once you put it on a case, all you see is that white, huge white camera. And I'm like, I actually think that looks ugly. And I'm always rocking a case. So I ended up going with the orange, which is my least favorite color when rocking it naked, but it's my favorite when it's in a case because it just has more personality. And also I've been getting the silver or titanium or the light iPhone for as long as I can remember. So I was like, you know what, let's go for some colors. So I went with this. I was hoping it would have more like a bronze sort of tone to it, but she's orange. That's an orange freaking phone, man. Look at that. She's pretty. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna set this up and do some testing. I don't know if I'm gonna do a full video dedicated to vlogging on the iPhone. Maybe I'll do it because the front-facing camera is supposed to be a lot better. So it's gonna be awesome for me to just like record this way because I never do because the front camera is so bad. I would always do this, but I hate like not knowing where I am in the frame. Anyways, let me get this set up and we'll chat later because I still have a little bit of work to do too. So yay, new iPhone. But this combo is pretty sick. I'm actually really happy with it. Wait. How cute is this combo though? It looks so good. Show you guys a little close up. Bam! That's hella cute. All right, we're about to head out for some sushi. And one of the main reasons I upgraded is for this 4x telephoto. Should be a lot clearer now that it's 48 megapixels versus, I think it was 12 prior. Whoa, she close though. This is the 2x from the ultra wide. No, from the wide. Let's try 8x. 8x gonna look a little crazy. That's 8x. And then that's ultra wide. Ultra wide, I think, and the wide cameras are pretty much the same. It's the telephotos that have really upgraded, and then also the selfie camera. All right, this is the front facing camera and I'm literally holding the phone portrait style like this. And that's the cool thing about the selfie camera is it's a square sensor so that it basically can record the whole square and then it'll crop in either vertical or landscape. 0.5, 1, 2, 4, 8. Back to 0.5.